How you doing?
I guess how the camp's been going so far for you, and how you guys feel?
It's been going good. We got a lot of great players. Added a lot of new additions that are helping out. So it's been going well, man, and I'm excited. We got the young guys working well, in the building, asking questions. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what they do on Thursday.
You feel like a long-timer here now?
Yeah, man, it's great. It's great for me. You know what I mean? I love it here. The fans are great. So just try to keep on building day after day, keep getting better, and do whatever I can to help this team win.
As a vet, what are you looking for to see from some of these young guys on Thursday, and what do you get out of preseason games?
I'm just looking to see them be physical. You know what I mean? They've been flying around all camp. I can't wait to see them go hit somebody else. People get tired of hitting the same guys over and over. So it's going to be exciting, man. We got a lot of guys who are eager to play and want to get out there and make some plays. So it's going to be exciting, man. And for me, it's just go through your stuff. Get your routine down, get back into the routine, and continue to work. It's still a work day. We still got, a little ways until we play our first game. So get into your routine, get your massages, get everything you need to do done, and, keep it rolling.
Obviously, you haven't had Jerron Payne out there for a few days, so probably can't get full understanding of his impact. But for you, with to have him and Allen out there, how do you think that's going to affect your job on the field?
It's big time. I was super excited, when we drafted him. He's a big-time player, man, really athletic, has a great grasp of the defense already. So, just a physical freak. So playing behind him is going to be great, man. He's eating up blockers, clearing lanes for me and ZB to run through. So, I love it, man. He's making us look good.
After almost 2 weeks of camp, when you go up against this crew of running backs that's on this team this year, what do you see out of some of those depth guys who are trying to make a roster?
They're all good players, man. Every single one of them brings something different to practice. I love the way they compete, every day. If it's coming out the backfield, running routes, or, pass protection. So getting the mix between Samaje, Kelly, Geis, even some of the young guys, Martez and all of them, it's great, man. CT. So that's always a handful to cover him. But at the end of the day, it's great for us to see all these different looks and, get different types of running backs to play against because, in this league, that's, one of the major weapons teams are going to use.
Yesterday, Jonathan Allen was asked which players stood out. Is there any guy that stood out? I asked the question, and thought he would say a younger person, a young kid, and instead he said you, and he said Mason's the guy that keeps us calm. He's that calming force. Do you realize how important you are? Does it, because people talk about the Normans and the Swearingers, and you may not get the credit.
It's not about, credit or anything like that. I just want to win, honestly. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted to be here and wanted to come back here. I feel like we had a great group. But at the end of the day, I just, work as hard as I can in the offseason to gain that trust, show them that I'm accountable. I study my stuff. I'm going to work my butt off in the weight room and at practice. So I think guys, believe in me and trust in me, when I tell them something, when I make a call or make a check, and that's the whole reason why I work as hard as I do and spend as much time in the building and, pull guys to the side and talk to them one-on-one. But, as far as the, getting, credit or, being famous face of the defense or something, it doesn't matter to me. I'm happy to be a part of this team and this organization, and, I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help guys get better.
How sick of you or tired of the weather and the rain and the muck out there, and how does that affect you guys having walkthroughs called early or canceled, something like that?
It doesn't really bother me, It's football, so I just, you got to be prepared for anything. You got to stay hydrated. One day it might be 100-something degrees, the next day it might be storming out here. But I think it's good for people to get in that mode, that mindset. You got to be prepared for anything because it happens in the games. You might get a rain delay or the field might be muddy and slushy. So it's good to get in your routine and know how to handle these situations. So when you come across it during the season, when it counts and money's on the line and, games on the line, that it's not surprising to you, something that you've seen before.
Mason, you've been here for a little while, and I was just wondering how you felt about your room, with the linebackers as opposed to maybe in past years. There seems to be a general, business sense around the locker room these days. Do you see it pretty obviously there with some of the other guys that have been here for a while too?
Oh, yes, ma'am. It's a win now. I think everybody feels that way. You know what I mean? I felt like, we were on the cusp of it last year and, got derailed by injuries and, whatever. But, it's a win now. We know what we have to do. We know what we're capable of. And we have to keep it going and stay healthy, take care of our bodies, keep studying, get guys ready to play no matter what. And you could feel it. Guys want to play. Guys know what we can do. We got a great offense. We made moves. And now it's on us to go out there and execute. So guys are focused and locked in on everything we have to do. And, it's just a shout-out to the coaches for keeping us in that mode, all since April until now.
And if you can go back to your rookie season, the first preseason game, what might be going through these guys' minds as they prepare for that? And as well, going to a new team for some of these people, I'd imagine maybe there's similar pressure for wanting to perform for a new team.
Yeah, it's always pressure, man. You're going against some of the best athletes in the world. And, every preseason game's on TV, so you have your whole neighborhood back home watching you. So, you want to make plays, man, but you can't press too hard. You got to put that good film out there, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, every team is watching this, watching that film. So you want to go out there and make a splash play, but you can't press too hard. Do your job and, try to be as physical and show a lot of effort. You know what I mean? That goes a long way. And that's all you have to do, man, really. You can't press too much because then you end up looking crazy out there. So got to go have fun, man, enjoy it. You know what I mean? You're putting on an NFL uniform for the first time. I remember, I loved it, man, getting my socks together and, the gloves and what I was going to wear. So it's exciting, man. You got to enjoy it because, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and take advantage of it.
Yeah, you may have mentioned that a little bit. I was just going to ask what you remember about that first week, anticipation for that first preseason game for you.
It was crazy. I mean, it was a lot of fun. My rookie year, we had the lockout. So, I didn't have a lot of time to study. And I remember just going out there thinking, I just want to hit somebody. I want to get – it was against the Chiefs. I'll never forget it. At Arrowhead, man, and it was amazing riding the bus over there. You know what I mean? I recovered a fumble on, the second play of the game, kept the ball. I still got it to this day. So it is a big-time memory, man. You just have to enjoy it. And, it's really nerve-wracking, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A lot of people don't get to experience that. So you got to go out there and have fun with it. That's all it is. All right. Thank you, guys.